Hello Stampers! Welcome to Make a Card Monday. Today I have decided I'm not going to show you just one card, but I'm going to show you 10 cards today and how to make them. And they are just absolutely beautiful. So here's one. Here's one. So you guys see kind of a trend here, a pattern going. So these are all cards using some of our new designer series paper. It is a laser cut specialty paper and it is called Delightfully Detailed Laser Cut Specialty Paper. I just love it. I think it is absolutely gorgeous. And in the catalog, it is on page 189 and it's up here at the top. Now, this packet of paper, there are two different designs. There's this design here that you see, and there's this one, and you get 4 sheets of each of these for only $14. It's fabulous. And let me show you up close what these look like, okay? So here is one of them. Okay, and the designs and the detail in them is absolutely amazing. Now these are fairly simple to know how to use them because they're all squares that are cut just perfectly to go on the backgrounds of a card. This length across here is perfect to go on a scrapbook page, also a 12 by 12, or you can also use it on a card. And these borders right here down this side are a little shorter, so they won't necessarily go on a 12-inch scrapbook page, but they would be pretty borders on cards and stuff. Okay, so you get 4 of these. One side is white and the other side is a vanilla. Okay, so that shows you the one page. The other page that you receive in your package is a full 12 by 12 sheet that is absolutely gorgeous. Let me show you. I'll put one of these cards behind it so you can kind of see the detail of it. And it is just so pretty. So this is the sheet that I actually used to make these 10 cards. So are you ready? I'll show you how to do it. So what I did was I took my 12 by 12 sheet, and I took a ruler and I figured I would kind of mark it off into 9 sections. Okay, so I went along one side, okay, and I divided it at 4 inches and at 8 inches. Okay, then I turned it and I did the same thing on all 4 of the sides. I marked it at 4 inches and 8 inches, and that's just kind of to give you an idea of when you're cutting your things out, how big of a size you are wanting to try to cut. Okay, so go on my last side here and do 4 inches and 8 inches. Then all I did was I started with my first one, and again I'm going to put a piece of cardstock back here behind it so you can see a little better. And I just kind of took a look here, okay, at how big this was or where this came, and I started looking at the patterns that I could possibly cut around. So on this one, I'm not going to cut right in the middle of the leaf, so I would probably cut right there, and then I just went around and kind of picked flowers to cut around so that my end piece is going to be the perfect size to go on a card front. So I just kind of, you know what, let's go around this way with this flower. So I just kind of took it and did some finagling, okay, with what I thought would look good on a card. And I just went through and did all of the trimming. Get this first one done for you so you can see what I did. So I just kind of did something like that. Okay, so it still stayed within my 4 inches and 4 inches that I did, and I just kind of did it that way. And what I did was I went around and did the 8 pieces around the outside, so 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then with what I had left in the middle, I was able to make 2 cards. Okay, with what was left in the very middle. So that gave me a total of 8 cards. And I thought when I used a darker cardstock that it really made it stand out. Now I personally preferred the white side, so I glued all of mine so that the white side was what was facing up. Okay, To coordinate with this or to go with this, I use the new Itty Bitty Greetings stamp set. I love this set. It is the one that is taking the place of Teeny Tiny Wishes. I really like this one because of all the updated fonts, and I just think it looks really nice. Okay, and the punches that I used for making my cards, I used the classic label punch, okay, to when I stamp my words to punch them out. And then for my background piece back here, I used the pretty label punch. Okay, I just punched them out of white and then layered things together. Once I had my piece cut, okay, that was ready to put on the card, I just kind of laid it different ways and turned my card different ways till I liked the way that it was arranged, and then still left a space on it for my words. And then I just glued it down using the Multipurpose Tombow glue. Just kind of put it on some of the bigger areas, stuck it down, and then that was how I went through and made these cards. So let me show them to you again, kind of a little bit slower this time so you can really get a good look of all of them. And just see, you can see some of them are going to have this little edge along here. You can certainly keep that. You don't have to keep it. I think it looks kind of neat when it's in the corner, kind of pretty on there, but that is entirely up to you and your taste of cards. I just thought it kind of anchored it, but you will see when I get to the ones that I made using the middle pieces that I don't have those bars on there. So it's all going to be personal preference. See, this was a piece out of the middle. And what you like. There's no right or wrong way to cut any of this. You just need to keep checking to make sure it's going to fit on your card. I actually took an 8.5 by 5.5 piece of cardstock, folded it in half for my card base, and then as I was cutting around, I kept putting it behind it just to make sure I wasn't going off the edges, so that I was sure that once I adhered it down, that it was going to look good on the card. And one more. So there you go. I hope you have enjoyed these cards. I am planning on doing a class with these coming up. So be watching for information on that. And thanks for stopping by.